Hello viewers, this Not Too Fast here. In today's video I will show you this truly wire-free, wireless, rechargeable outdoor security camera. This one you're looking at is made by the company Reolink, and the name of this camera is called the Argus Pro. Now this camera has a rechargeable battery that you can remove and charge using a USB charger. Now you can get an optional Reolink solar panel which will provide power to charge the rechargeable battery, so this camera can run continuously without having you to recharge the battery. In this video, I will first show you the unboxing of the Argus Pro camera and the solar panel. Then I'll go over the spec and features, followed by the installation and how to operate the camera. Here you're looking at the Reolink solar panel on the left side and the Reolink Argus Pro camera on the right side. Let me first unbox the Argus Pro camera. Here's the Argus Pro camera. This is the rechargeable battery pack, USB cable, straps, mounting screws, and a silicone case, mounting base. Here's a look at everything you get with this camera. Let's unbox the solar panel. Here's the solar panel. Mounting bracket, installation screws. Let's first install this battery onto the camera. Now this battery is a 3.63 volt, 5200 milliamp hour battery, and the charging voltage can be either 5 volt or 9 volts. If you look on the back, there's a cover here you can open up. This is where you'll find the micro USB connector for charging this battery. And again, you can use any USB charger that outputs 5 volt at 2 amp with a micro USB connector. To install the battery onto the camera, slide it from the top.
Camera has been started up. Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
To install this base, simply screw it into the bottom of the camera. Tighten this collar right here. To adjust the angle, loosen this knob right here. You adjust the tilt and also rotate it. Tighten this knob. Now looking at the base, there's a push tab you can push in, and that will release this metal plate that you see right here. And you need to install this plate onto the wall. And once that's installed, then clip this back on. Let's have a closer look at this camera. At the very top is a photocell to detect daytime or nighttime. Below that is a camera lens. This camera records in Full HD 1920 by 1080. It has a wide viewing angle of 130 degrees. And in night vision mode, you can see a clear image up to 33 feet. Below that is LED status. In the middle is a microphone. Right here is the PIR motion sensor to detect any motion in front of the camera. At the bottom is a speaker. On the side here, there's a rubber flap you can open up. Here you can install a microSD memory card. And right here is a reset switch. With the included USB cable, you can plug into a USB charger and then plug this in with a micro USB connector to the back of the battery. Now you can charge this with the battery installed or removed, either way. With a fully charged battery, it can run for 3 to 5 months, depending on the settings you have. Let's have a look at the solar panel. The dimension of this is 5¼ inch by 7¾ inch. You look at the back. This label tells you it outputs 6 volt DC, and the maximum output current is 480 milliamp. And remember, this is used to charge a rechargeable battery on Argus Pro. On the back, you have this cable that comes out. On this end, we have a micro USB connector for connecting to the Argus Pro battery. Here is the mounting base. Now this mounting base is all metal. To install it, very simple. You screw it in to the back of the solar panel right here. And then you mount this onto the wall. To connect the solar panel to the camera, simply plug this end of the cable to the back of the camera. And you see there's a rubber sleeve to keep the water out. Now this camera is waterproof, so you can install it outdoor. The camera also comes with this sleeve. You can place the camera inside the sleeve. And it'll give it an extra layer of protection from the weather. They've also included a strap for you to loop through the metal base right here, and this will allow you to mount this camera on a pole or on a tree, which makes installation very flexible. Here I'll install the microSD memory card. Now this camera can accept a memory card up to 64 GB size. Let me show you how to set up the camera using the Reolink app. You first need to go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and search for the word Reolink. You'll find an app with this logo right here and go ahead and install it. Now on my mobile device, I've already installed this app because I have a Reolink NVR system in the house. After you install it, go ahead and open the app. Right now you're looking at my Reolink app, and these cameras you see right here is from my NVR system. We're going to add this Argus Pro into this app. Press a plus sign right here. Now scan the QR code that's on the back of the camera. Select connect to Wi-Fi.
Please run Reolink app. Add the camera and set it up.
So you just heard the voice prompt, and this is asking you the same thing. Did you hear that voice prompt? Yes, I did. Select the Wi-Fi. Now enter the password for your Wi-Fi. Next, point the Argus Pro camera towards your phone and scan this QR code.
Scan succeeded. Camera is connecting to your router. Please wait. Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to Reolink.
Press the connection to the router succeeded. Create a login password. Next, name your camera. Enable DST. Next. Finish. And here you're looking at the Argus Pro camera. I'll be installing the camera at the front of my house on this brick surface. Use a hammer drill and a masonry bit and drill the hole for the screws. Install the metal base. Place a mount onto the metal base. So let me show you what I did with the solar panel. I mounted it directly on top of this light that you see right here, and I'm not using that metal mount that came with the solar panel. And the solar panel is staying in place using some very high strength 3M double-sided tape that's stuck to the top part of this light, and I think overall it looks pretty good. And in this position it does get plenty of light from the sun. Also, all the extra wire is tucked behind the solar panel, so it looks pretty clean. Here's a look at the front door where the camera is mounted at the top right hand corner, and it's high enough so people can't reach up and tamper with it. Here's a look at the live camera feed on the Reolink app. Now I'm going to walk up to the front door and you'll see the camera will have a good view of anyone coming up to the front door. With this camera you have two-way audio. Press the microphone button right here. Press this button and then you can talk into it. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Go away.
Go away.
Now I did pick up a second Argus Pro camera, and let me show you where I installed it in my backyard. If I pan the camera over to these trees, I installed it onto one of the trees here. And this camera has a full view of the back of my house. And here's a look at the live view. Let me show you how to use this Reolink app to look at the live video from your Argus Pro camera and also to playback recorded videos. And you can also configure the camera using this app. At the very top of the device list, you see this NVR. This is a Reolink 4-camera security system I installed a couple of months back. And these are the 4 cameras you see right here. Now I like the fact that Reolink uses one app for all their cameras. This makes it very easy to use because there are other brands on the market that require you to install different apps for different model of security systems from the same company. And you'll end up installing 2, 3, 4 different apps for all the cameras in your home. Now with the Reolink system, you have one app for all your cameras. If I scroll down, these 2 cameras here, the front door and the backyard, are the 2 Argus Pro cameras I installed. If I select the front door camera right here, it'll open up, and right now you're looking at the live stream, and it's black and white because right now is nighttime. If I press this button right here, that'll change it from portrait to landscape mode. You can go back to the portrait mode. Now if you see something happening while you're looking at the live view, you want to take a snapshot, press this camera button right here. It'll take a snapshot and save it to your phone. And same thing for video. If you press this icon right here, it'll start recording a video and it's being saved onto your phone. Press it again to stop the recording. And by the way, the file is saved in the Reolink record folder. Now earlier I showed you there is a two-way audio. If you want to initiate the two-way audio, press the talk button right here and then tap this microphone and then you start talking into it. When you want to stop, press it again. Now if you want to listen to the audio from the camera, you can press a speaker right here and now you're listening to the audio from the camera. Now with this camera, I installed a 32 gigabyte microSD memory card, and once you install it and you power it up, it will automatically record any videos when motion is triggered. And if you want to play back those videos, press the playback button right here. At the bottom here, you can select the date and time of these recording. So for example, if I want to go back to yesterday on the 24th, these are all the individual recordings. If I press on one of these, I'll start playing the video. As you can see, the video is very clear. So all these video clips you see right here are saved onto the microSD memory card. If you want to download it, select the video that you're playing, and then you can download it onto your mobile device. Now let me show you how to go into the configuration of the camera. If you want to go back to the home page, press this down arrow button right here. And now we're back to the original home page. At the top right corner of each camera, there's a settings button right here. Select that. Now we're looking at the setting of this camera. Device info will give you information about the software and firmware version of this camera. Next one down is share. If you select this, it will open up the QR code for this camera. Where you'll use this is if you have another mobile device with a Reolink app installed and you want to add those cameras onto the other mobile device, you can use this share button right here. Next one is push. Now by default, the push is disabled. I've gone ahead and enabled this. And what this is a push notification. So as long as you have the app open or minimized, you will get notification on your mobile device when motion is detected. Now with the notification, you'll get an audible alert and also a notification icon at the very top right here. Here you see Reolink, alarms from IP camera. Now the push notification will only work if you have the Reolink app opened or minimized. If you exit by hitting the back button twice, then you will not get any push notification. Battery, so right now you can see the rechargeable battery is charged at 95%, and this camera has been running for several days, so we know the solar panel is charging this battery. In fact, yesterday when I checked it in the afternoon, when there's a lot of sun, I know the battery was 100%. Under network, you have Wi-Fi. Here you can check what network is connected to. Network status will show you what's the IP address assigned to this camera. Display. Display camera name will allow you to turn on or off the name shown on the live video. Right now it's showing at the bottom right hand corner. Name position will allow you to put this name anywhere on the display. You can have it at the corner, left, right, or center. Display date will allow you to turn on or off the date and time display in the video. Date position, similar to the name position, you can move it around. Here we have rotation to flip the image. So if you install this camera upside down, you need to enable this. Quality. Here you can adjust the clear resolution and the fluent resolution. You'll notice the fluent resolution is a lower resolution at 640 by 360 and the frame rate is 5 frames per second. Whereas the clear resolution is 1080p and the frame rate is 15 frames per second. Most of the time you want to use the clear quality, but if you notice your bandwidth is very limited, or if you have a very low data connection, you can switch it to fluent so you can see the picture but it's a bit more grainy. Encode sound by default is on, so it's recording audio. Record settings. Record extension will allow you to adjust the number of seconds to record after motion is detected. SD card, you'll see the usage of the memory card. You can also format the memory card right here if you want to. PIR sensor, this is for the motion detection, by default is on. PIR settings, you can adjust the sensitivity from low, medium, or high. Here you can enable the send email and also enable the recording to the microSD memory card. Password will allow you to change a password. Infrared lights, by default is enabled, so this will allow the infrared LEDs to turn on automatically during nighttime for night vision. Status LED, I've turned this off. By default it's on. There's a blue LED at the front of the camera. If you don't want that light on, you can turn it off. Email settings. Here you can set up the system to send you email notification. By default is a Gmail. If you select that, you also have the option for Yahoo, Hotmail, and other emails. Auto upgrade is enabled. So this device will upgrade automatically when a new version is released. And the restore will set this camera back to factory default. If you want to delete this camera from this app, you can select this option right here. Now if you select one of the camera and you want to see a view with multiple cameras, press this icon right here. You can select this. Now I have both Argus Pro camera showing on the screen. You can also change it to landscape mode. Overall, I really like this Argus Pro camera system. It is truly a wireless solution, and you can install this camera anywhere indoor or outdoor, as long as you're within range of your wireless access point. With the high capacity rechargeable battery, this camera can run for 3 to 5 months, depending on the setting and also how often you access it, and also how often it gets triggered for motion recording. But if you get the optional solar panel, then it will automatically charge your battery during daytime, and the camera will run continuously without having you to take the battery out and charge it every couple of months. As for the quality of the video, it is very good for both daytime and nighttime. You're able to see a very clear image of what's happening in front of the camera. The motion detection on this camera works very well. It's able to detect any motion in front of the camera and record a short video clip. You also have two-way audio, so if you mount this by your front door, you'll be able to communicate with the person at your house. This is a great feature to deter any house break-in. As for the installation and setup is very simple. After installing the first camera, the second camera took me less than 15 minutes to set up and install from beginning to end. I also really like the Reolink app. I've been using this app for the past 6 months for both my NVR system and now with this Argus Pro camera, and I've had no issue with viewing live video or playing back videos. Now as for the cost of the camera and solar panel, you can get the Argus Pro camera for $100 and the solar panel retail for $30. If you buy both items together, you can get it for $125. If you're interested, I will include the link in the description below. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and remember to click on a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.